Hello and welcome back everybody to Kif's Crypto. My name is Jordan and today we are going to be delving into the Sandbox Alpha project, and this project is widely misunderstood by a lot of people. Many people do not understand it because they don't understand how they can profit from this project, how they can use the NFTs and this native sand token in order to create profit and future income from this game, and why it is a long-term potential play and investment. It is a long-term metaverse play. So we are going to be explaining to you that in detail in this, guys, and we're going to be delving into all of the things that you may have missed about this project and why it is so popular at the moment in the cryptocurrency space. So at the moment, this coin is currently ranked number 34 on CoinMarketCap. It shot from ranking number 100 to 99 or so a few months ago, all the way up to ranking 34 at the moment. It's gone completely parabolic and crazy. But the craziest thing about this project is, you know, in terms of its lifespan, in theory, this project is only getting started because the game itself, the core product of this project is not even released yet. So we're going to be going into that. But the price is currently $5.91. It has hit an all-time high of around $8.4. So we are not actually too far away from the all-time high price, and the market cap is currently 5.4 billion here. Also keep in mind the fully diluted unvested market cap is 17 billion, so it's about 12.2 billion that will be gradually unlocked and released and potentially sold from the developers in the coming months as well, in the coming months and years. But the project is currently had this massive, actually if we look back in the past, in March, around March time, it had a run up and it performed very well actually. It had some crazy performance, then it went back down, and around October, September sometime we had a massive pump, and around just after its first pump we had the Metaverse announcement where all the Metaverse projects went absolutely crazy, and people started losing their minds and aping into every project that said Metaverse. It was pretty crazy time, and that was when we had this gigantic parabolic run. It hit its all-time high, and we're currently going down into this sideways choppy phase at the moment. And so the token hasn't crashed as much as people thought it was going to, because when something goes parabolic, you know, usually afterwards, a lot of the times you would expect a crash, and it shows that the token has held some of its value, and lots of people potentially believe in this project a long term. So we're going to explain to you what it is and how the game works, so that you can understand a bit more about it. But this, for example, is the game maker. Inside of the sandbox, people can create their own items and their own experiences inside of the game. For example, this is the Fox editor, and where people can create their own in-game NFTs. You can actually create them and sell them and monetize them on the marketplace. You can sell them on the marketplace and monetize them in the game. We're going to get to the crazy ways that you can use advertising and other methods in this game in order to monetize your projects as a developer, as a creator, or as a player in this game. It is actually quite crazy how many ways you can earn on this project, and you can create your own avatars, or you can buy them off of the marketplace that other creators have actually created for you. So it's kind of up to you there and your choice. And this is the NFT marketplace. As you guys can see here, I'll actually show you the most expensive NFTs at the moment is 122,000 sand tokens, which is around $729 US. And these are in-game items here. As you can see, Robot Incubator, Peacock Idol, and some of these decoration items. These are in-game items. It's pretty crazy how expensive just one of these NFTs is at the moment. But if we go to the lowest price, you can see at the moment the lowest NFT that you can buy is around $31. You have this fish, this barn owl, this bathroom mirror, and a bathroom sink, which are all in-game items people can use inside of their lands. So it is, and notice one important thing here, guys, that it is priced in sand, 5.2 sand tokens. That is very important for the future outlook on the value of the token, which we're going to go into the in-game economy of this token as well. This is an example of one of these NFT items. As you can see down here, each NFT, they have attributes that give bonuses within a game, or and the game's display used attributes in their description. So the attributes of each NFTs are actually unique and are used specifically to enter into experiences in the game that you couldn't otherwise enter into. So social and multiplayer experiences without the NFT. So that's what gives some of these NFTs value. So this is their YouTube channel, and it is actually a massively growing channel, 122,000 subscribers for a cryptocurrency play to earn and NFT project and metaverse project. This is one of the biggest ones, right? It has a massive community behind it and a lot of momentum and anticipation for the project. And as you can see, they have previous clips of their gameplay development. And down here 2 weeks ago, there was a Sandbox Alpha live stream. This is really interesting because they showed off exactly what the gameplay is actually going to be when they release the game. And this is early access alpha footage. So I thought I would show to you guys here. You can see that one of the developers here, they are actually playing the game along with other people who had early access to the game and got to play it in this multiplayer online experience. And just look at this, guys. What is interesting about it is look behind. There are billboards inside of these worlds and these lands and inside of these games where you can see there's NFTs. These are actually people's NFTs that they own being advertised on their lands inside of the game. This is very interesting, and it's one of the most unique things about these new metaverse games is the advertising opportunity it presents for brands and online stores where you can sell stuff. As you can see here, they're interacting with these information pods, and you can see they are reading about the NFTs that they are looking at, and you can see inside of the game who the owner of the NFT is, and you can directly purchase the NFT from people inside of the game. It is you can see the description of the NFTs and so forth, and this is one of the a tiny possibility of all the other massive possibilities of this game. Because I'll go into that in a second, but this is also one of the biggest partnerships right here. I want you guys to see that this is The Walking Dead. Now, The Walking Dead have created a mini game and some multiple experiences inside of Sandbox as part of their partnerships. So they have massive partnerships with massive brands, as you're going to see. But one of the interesting things about this is if you see a game Minecraft, which is one of the most popular online games and multiplayer games. I've actually played Minecraft throughout the years. It's one of my favorite games. It's amazing. You can have you can create things together and with other people online. So as a gamer, you can see the potential of this game. It's quite crazy. But inside of Minecraft, what you have is you have a server, online server, where many people come and meet and play together inside of the game. And inside of the server, there are often mini games. There are like mini servers inside of the server. So they have games within a game, and you go and you can play on these mini games because Minecraft is such a diverse game. You can build other games within it, and that is the same thing they're doing here in the Sandbox. They have these mini games within the game. And this is an example of another one of their massive partnerships. Snoop Dogg, for example, have partnership with Sandbox. And if you guys didn't know, Snoop Dogg is a very successful rapper. He's had a great career. He's made a lot of, he's actually a smart business entrepreneur. He has made a lot of investment and business decisions, successful business moves in his career. And one of the things that you may not know about him is he is actually the biggest crypto degen that you'll meet. He's one of he apes into a lot of projects. He doesn't think about it. He just goes straight in because he's crazy. And some of the things he's done are massively profitable NFT plays, as you can see here, some of his previous NFTs. And one of his best decisions so far is involving himself into cryptocurrency and using it as a business opportunity. So Snoop Dogg in the Sandbox. Sandbox has been one of his latest investments, and he actually did a partnership with them where fans of Snoop Dogg and the Bored Ape Yacht Club and other communities that Snoop Dogg is involved in could enter into one of his online events via the Sandbox. So they can use the game in order to access online events from their favorite creators and celebrities, and in this case Snoop Dogg. So it gives you an idea of the potential of how larger brands or personalities could monetize themselves via a metaverse game like this. It is pretty crazy because by participating in Snoop Dogg's NFT sale, they supported the creator, they supported Snoop Dogg himself, but the players can actually receive sand tokens and revenue by participating in the Sandbox. So there are many ways that this can be monetize, but this is an example for you guys that you can see. So you can see here, this is the map of all of the land NFT tokens that are available. So this is the land available inside of Sand. As you can see, I think it says there are 166,000 pieces of land in total available, but this is the map here, and as you can see, there are massive brands. You have Atari, The Walking Dead, you have even Binance down here in the bottom corner, and in this corner, and in the other corner. You can actually, in all of the corners, it seems Binance are snapping up land left, right, and center, and there are massive projects. MakerDAO, Roller Coaster Tycoon World, which is a massive gaming project. You have a Gemini, CoinMarketCap. You have individuals with their CryptoPunk NFTs and their Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, and people just advertising all of their NFTs in general. And you have massive companies and creators around here. You have YouTubers, and all of these people have purchased this land, and they're not selling it anytime soon. They are looking at this as a long-term investment, because the main potential for this land is the amount of revenue it can bring. It is actually quite wild and mind-blowing, and it explains to you some of the ridiculously high prices for the land. Right now, on OpenSea, as you can see here, the cheapest land that you can buy is 3.4 ETH. So that is in the region of, that is going to be over $12,000. It's going to be about, yeah, it's not cheap at the moment, around $12,000 or $15,000 there. That is the cheapest one that you can currently buy in order to get a plot of one of these 166,000 pieces of land inside of this sandbox metaverse. And if we check out here one of the highest prices, it is 999 ETH for the most expensive one. So it is pretty crazy. Now that is premium land, which we're going to get to. The reason why that is so expensive, it has many more opportunities than regular land. So what is land? A land is a digital piece of real estate inside of the Sandbox's metaverse. Game designers can use land to build digital experiences such as games or dioramas, also populated with assets. Each land is unique, non-fungible token, ERC 721 token on Ethereum blockchain. Multiple lands can be combined to form estates. A special type of estate owned by more than one person is called a district, and that is where you can see companies can purchase land next to each other, and they can enter into agreements and even sponsorship agreements and opportunities in order to monetize both of their lands. They can basically help each other promote the other one, which is pretty great. What are the premium lands then? Premium lands have more benefits compared to regular lands. So premium lands are surrounding major partners or social hubs, as mentioned before, guys. This means that the lands surrounding that area will experience higher traffic from players due to players joining the metaverse through this social hubs via portals and then branching outwards to explore nearby lands. So for example, if you come in on one of Binance's lands, Binance may invite you to an experience on the land in order to play, or maybe they will offer some type of bonus. They might reward you in Sand token or many other ways. And you could be exploring the land, and because the land next door to it, the world will be an open world. When the gameplay is released, you can literally be inside of Binance's land. You can explore the world, and in the open world wander into someone else's piece of land. If you're next to Binance's land, they're going to have a lot of people in their land. So they're going to be, by being next to them, you're going to be able to be purchasing premium lands where you could be basically getting free traffic, which is kind of a bit like free advertisements online. If you think free advertising online, if you think about it, it's actually free traffic to whatever you're promoting, right, on your own land. So it's pretty crazy. More traffic means more potential monetization income through pay-to-play games or renting the land out to other developers. Another benefit of having more traffic is that more players will see any advertisements that have been placed on billboards on premium lands, potentially netting the premium landowner a small trickle of income from renting out billboard space on their lands to others or directing visitors to their own online store and so forth. So you can even direct people to your online store where you're selling your products. The possibilities are quite endless, guys. And as we saw earlier, on your billboards, on your lands, you could even sell directly. You could directly sell your NFTs to other players in game. It is quite interesting. So there is potentially less need for premium landowners to have their market to have to market their experiences on social media compared to someone who built an experience on a regular land. When premium lands are initially sold in sales, they will come with exclusive limited time assets. Over time, the assets will become highly desirable by collectors, game designers as they get rarer. What can you do with a land? You can host games. Primary function of the land is to allow designers, whether experienced or not, to design, build, publish and monetize digital experiences such as games or dioramas, such as those mini games like I told you, right? That's an example of The Walking Dead monetizing their brand through allowing players to come and play on their mini game, right? So another function of the lands is that gamers will be able to play the games or explore the dioramas that designers publish onto land. Some of these experiences will be free to play and others will be pay to play via the game designer's discretion. They can charge players sand token and earn extra passive income. Owning land will allow you to stake sand tokens in the land to earn passive rewards, including rare and coveted gems and catalysts. Rent also. Landowners can also choose to rent out their land or estates to a game designer. Doing this will allow the landowner to monetize their land if they themselves do not wish to build an experience on the land. You can host contests and giveaways, and there's so many other possibilities of earning passive income and earning different types of revenue streams from a land. I mean, if you think about real estate, it is a way to earn rental income. I mean, digital real estate in the metaverse. This is exactly why people are going so crazy about the metaverse tokens and stuff and the potential future of this. The real use case for these metaverses and these cryptocurrency projects, especially metaverse integrated with cryptocurrency, where you can earn tokens and NFTs, is that you can see there are multiple forms of income. Unlike traditional real estate, where you have one form of income, digital real estate is literally more valuable than real estate, because you can not just earn rent, but you can earn staking income, earning sand tokens through staking, and all of these other methods for monetizing your land. It is quite crazy. So it's very interesting to see the potential of that and where that could potentially go. So Sand is an ERC20 token built on the Ethereum blockchain. It is the main utility token and the currency of the Sandbox's ecosystem. It is also a governance token. As such, Sand will be required for buying and selling of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, such as land and assets from the Sandbox marketplace. You will also need to hold Sand to participate in the governance of the metaverse, so it's also their main governance token as well. Medium of exchange is also medium of exchange. Governance and voxel artists will need Sand in order to upload their voxel creations to the Sandbox's marketplace in order to sell or monetize them in the future. So you can see the future potential utility and value of this Sand token. When the game comes out, in theory, it should have even more value, because the players can actually start using it to monetize it and start earning way more revenue than they can do at the moment. And another way to earn from Sand is liquidity mining. You've got the Sand ETH pair here, so you can do liquidity mining on Sand and ETH. And if you come to the Sandbox's Medium page article, they have if you come to their Medium page, they have an article here that explains how you can participate in the Sand liquidity mining and exactly how you can do that in the tutorial here of how much you can earn through that and the rates and how to do that. There is a tutorial of how you can earn Sand and earn Ethereum through the liquidity mining here, and they update it on their Medium, the different rates over time as well, and how that changes. They also educate you on impermanent loss there as well, guys. So it's interesting. It's important to read all of that before you do the liquidity mining, if you don't already know what you're doing. So the Sandbox's Twitter page here, as you can see, the Sandbox Alpha is now closed. Thank you for playing. We hope you had fun. Alpha Pass holders will be contacted with more details on how to claim Sand and NFT rewards. So these early access players who have played an example of the alpha of the game, they're already going to be getting paid in Sand and NFT. They've already earned Sand and NFT. Sand holds a lot of value at the moment, so you could imagine the ways in which Sand could be a valuable token if you can actually earn it in the future. Very interesting to know. So this on their Twitter here is their link tree, is their link to their link tree. This is important link, guys. I recommend clicking on here if you want to find out more. This is the best place where you can find out everything on here. They have links to how to buy land, how the Sandbox marketplace, all of their social medias, their knowledge base, which is where you learn about sand and land, and their Medium article, Reddit, and their Game Maker and Voxel editor here as well. So you can actually come and explore the project in detail by coming here onto their link tree. So yeah, this is the potential of all of these pieces of land and how this land will be an open world. When the game is released to play, you can actually enter into these different NFTs. You can enter into these different pieces of land, and you can literally roam and explore the world, like I showed you on that example of the gameplay footage earlier, guys. It's going to be pretty crazy to see what happens in the future, and if it actually ends up being having massive potential. So, well, it has the potential, and we'll see what happens. But it's going to be interesting to see. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are on that. It's really interesting. This is the Sand Token's current thing right now. As you can see, watch for if it breaks this bottom line here is the uptrend, and the top line is the downtrend that has started since its all-time high. So watch for the break of this triangle right here, and also there's a key level of support here around 4.4 price and 4.1 price of the Sand token. So watch if it breaks those two levels. Watch that level very carefully. If it breaks that level of support, it may be heading into a longer term downwards trend. But if not, and if the whole market turns, because this is dependent on the entire cryptocurrency market as always, if the market turns, then keep an eye on that as well. If Bitcoin starts an uptrend, there is a likelihood or a chance that this project could start to rally again. And who knows, it could start to rally quite fast as well, so you never know. But this is a long term in play, and as always, guys, do your own research before investing in anything. And this is never financial advice. We're just giving you guys information on the projects in order to help you understand more about it and how they work. So let us know your thoughts about the video. We hope you guys have enjoyed. As always, enter into our crypto giveaway by putting the hashtag KIFSCrypto in your comments in the comment section below, and you can win $50 of a cryptocurrency of your choice. So go ahead and leave that in the comments as well. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. We hope you have enjoyed this video, and I really hope that it cleared up some information about Sandbox for you and made it less confusing and made you realize all of the different potential that you can monetize online using these metaverse projects, and this is one of the biggest ones. So it's important and interesting to understand this if you want to be investing in any future metaverse projects. We're going to be bringing you more like this in the future, so we hope you guys stick around and let us know what you think about this. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.